Dear listener, Liam has been working hard this week. He's got another episode for you today, but I did want to let you know what I'm going to say. RCS helps broadcasters at every level create, manage and deliver great content with trusted solutions for playout, scheduling, streaming and traffic, supported by an experienced local team and global resources. RCS, it's the most trusted solution around Australia and the world.
Today on the Quarter Hour, we are taking you behind the scenes of the making of our brand new pod and Australian media's current obsession. Hi and welcome to the Quarter Hour. I'm Liam Renton and today we are peeking behind the curtain and showing you what we do on the Aussie podcast for radio nerds. So we love having new listeners joining us daily to talk all things radio. And when it comes to Aussie radio, there's no bigger than King Kyle. And this week, Australian media has obsessed over his every word.
But who's this little prick that keeps writing all this shit?
Nick Bond.
What the fuck is his problem?
Oh, he's actually a really nice guy. I think he's just not a fan of the show.
He's a fuckhead.
Okay.
Right? And if you don't like the show, then don't fucking write about it, you little piece of shit.
Well, any publicity is good publicity.
And then he was like, oh, don't worry, I didn't use my money, I used the corporate card. No one gives a fuck what you think, bro. You're a nothing.
From the tech hiccups to the meltdowns, every word's been scrutinised and critiqued. And we've loved it, because at the end of the day, we love radio, and he keeps radio on the map, front and centre. So as a branch out of this daily radio pod, we have created and are about to launch a dedicated podcast to all things King Kyle. We've called it the Kylecast. For us, it's just like putting together a radio show. So we treat it like that. We have put a small team on the task of EPing it and creating a weekly rundown. For us, it's all about the headline-grabbing issues, the great audio that we can play you, industry discussions, and a platform for fans to meet, chat, hang out, and feel part of the King Kyle family. Our brief for putting this new podcast together was very simple. Think Big Brother up late.
Hello, Australia. Welcome to the second last show of Big Brother Up Late. It's so sad. We're going to miss you so, but to celebrate episode 69 of Big Brother Up Late, we have some uncut highlights, all those moments that you know and love so much.
The show after the show. Who didn't love Mike Goldman talking all things Big Brother after the main show? In fact, sometimes I preferred Big Brother Up Late because it was a little loose. The big events, the daily issues, and a replay of the must-watch vision. So that is our brief, the show after the show, for and by the fans. Now, each week on the Kylecast, you will find the biggest issues, Kyle's classic moments, his biggest guests, the blow-ups, and what audio you may have missed behind the paywall because you didn't actually pay for the subscription. We did. When I say we, Wade did. So we do get a glimpse of what's going on day to day. Now, behind the scenes, we do have a handful of radio nerds, friends of the show, who've been watching everything Kyle has done to report back to us on the biggest issues of the day. Like this week, when Alfie spun that wheel and the rubber spinner fell off and knocked him in the head, it was actually Brad George, formerly of Griffith Radio, who let us know straight away, sent us a vision, and we shared that with you immediately. We want interactive discussion, and that's why we have a main guest every week on the Kylecast. A former guest, or maybe even a Kyle staff member.
It was like you'd resigned on Friday, yeah?
Friday, just gone, and then was very, very lucky to have started on Monday with Kyle's show. Thanks to ARN and Kyle pulling his behind-the-scenes strings, which he loves to do.
And we've set up a bunch of radio friends to join in weekly discussions and reviews of how Kyle's doing. We've put together some slick imaging to define the show's tone and sound, so it sounds just like a regular radio show weekly in your feed.
Kyle announced his contract had been terminated.
Kyle Sandilands had his $100 million contract torn up.
Kyle Sandilands and his golden microphone have returned.
This is the unofficial, official fan podcast.
The launch of his new subscription show, plagued by technical problems.
Talking all things Kyle.
Get the mics on.
The king of Australian media.
Let's go.
This is the Kylecast with your host, Bella Frizzer.
We also needed a host who can throw a sentence or two together that has a personal connection, a superfan. We reached out to Chris Fade, but Kyle beat us to it this week when he was busy appearing on Kyle's show.
Yeah, $10,000 cash. I'm giving it away. So what you got to do is you've got to recommend a friend right now to subscribe to KS Live, all right? So tag him in the comments below. Once they've actually subscribed, send the proof, DM it to us. DM it to KS Live right now.
One of
Yep.
will take his 10K.
So get a friend right now to download it, subscribe. Do it right now. DM us once they've done it. You go in the running and we'll give away $10,000 cash. Let's go.
And so we found one better, Bella Frizzer from Gold Coast Radio.
My name is Bella Fraser. Good afternoon. Renee Oxenford wants to do a shout out to her hubby, Tim. Tell us about Tim.
Oh, he's a good, hard-working man.
Has he got you some roses today or something?
No, not yet. We went out for breakfast. We'll see what the day brings.
The day is young, my friend.
Yes, it is. It's only early.
I'll let this be his final warning that he needs to get them.
Yes, hopefully.
Florists open till 5, okay, guys? And if my fiancé happens to be listening, I'm a size Chanel in handbags, 90.9. It's the Gold Coast CFM.
And the new host of the Kylecast joins us now. Bella Frizzer, how are you?
I'm amazing, Liam. How are you?
Would it be fair to say that you're excited?
I don't know if excited covers it. It's like I am just so ecstatic about this. I can't tell you.
How important was Kyle to your radio journey?
Oh, you're going to make me emotional straight away. I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be the announcer that I am without Kyle. Like, I mean, him and Jack were the inspiration for me to start this. I remember I was working in PR for a little bit before I got into radio, and I used to come into work every day and I'd start talking about the Kyle and Jackie O show to my friends. And I remember one day my friend goes, "Why don't you just go work for Kyle and Jackie O? You talk about them all the time."
Yeah, what we love is your absolute unashamed passion and the fact that you can peel off so many facts and figures. How much have you listened to them over the years? Like, were you a live listener? Were you a podcast listener?
Yeah, I grew up in Sydney, so I've always listened live usually, but since living in Queensland, I've been on the potty, and I mean, I preferred it without ads. So, I mean, I was just always listening to them, and so when there wasn't them to listen to anymore, it was very, very sad.
I'm going to ask the questions that people at home are probably thinking. Could you be described as one level under a stalker?
Good question. I'd say I'm not that bad, but I mean, I know a lot. Like, I've got the same birthday as Otto. Do you know that? Kyle's son.
Didn't know that. That's pretty freaky. The fact that you know his birthday is freaky, not the fact that you share a birthday.
I could be Kyle's daughter. No, that doesn't sound right, does it?
I would describe you as a super fan. What makes you a super fan? Describe that to me, being a super fan.
I mean, I think I spoke to my dad the other day about it, and he said to me he loves to listen to Kyle because of all the things that he doesn't agree about that he says. And I said, I can't agree with you. Kyle can do no wrong in my eyes. I just love him, and I love the person he is. And even if, we don't agree with everything he says, the fact that he has the balls to go out and say these things and doesn't care what other people think. Like, if we all took a leaf out of his book, the world would be a better place, like not worrying about what others think of us.
How do you narrow down a week's worth of content from Kyle into a Saturday morning podcast?
It's definitely been a job, because I feel like every time I'm watching, I'm like, oh, I need to screen record this because it's epic. There's just so much gold that comes out of this show, and for something that does not stop for 4 hours, except for maybe 2 minutes an hour when there's a song played, like, they're killing it.
How important is it bringing a group of fans together? And that's what podcasts do. I'm hearing reports of up to as many as 100,000 people have signed up to this show. So how important is it to bring these fans together weekly?
I've met a lot of fans in the last couple of months, sharing about my love of Kyle and Jackie. And it has been the most beautiful thing, creating connections with these people, because we think the same. We have the same humor. We enjoy the same things, and we can be honest with each other about what we really think about, different parts of the show. So yeah, it's been awesome. It's so good. So I reckon it's so important because we're a different kind of person, you know, like as Kyle says, we're the freaks.
Let's talk about the Kylecast for a second. First episode launches tomorrow on Saturday. What's going in weekly shows? What do you want to see on this podcast?
Definitely catching up with someone that has a lot to do with the show. So our first episode has got Brooklyn Ross, the newsreader that we all have known and love over the last 12 years that he's worked with them. And just, the best, biggest bits of the weeks, my opinions about them, your opinions about them, going to be getting like some listener audio on as well about what they have thought of the week, and just really just giving you as the fan the best bits of the show.
Let's give people listening right now a quick sneak peek as to what you can expect from the first guest on tomorrow's show.
No, I didn't re-sign. Because Kyle's questioned me about this too. Everyone wants to know about this.
Tell us the goss.
And fair enough too. I need to explain.
Credit to you, nailing Brooklyn Ross as the first guest for the Kylecast. How did you get him on the show? What did you have to do?
Well, I have been posting a lot of content about Kyle over the last few months. And so Brooklyn had actually messaged me and said, thank you so much for your support. We really appreciate it. And I was like, oh, love you guys, of course. And then, I just sent him a message on the gram and said, hey, we're starting the Kylecast. I would love you on for the first episode. And he was like an instant, yes, of course, would love to. So, it was really cool.
They seem really keen to be interactive with fans, with podcasts. Like, they're not holding back on being available. They seem to want this to happen.
Yeah, and I mean, I think more so than ever, it really means the world to them because we're all paying $99 a year to be a part of this, you know. And I think they always were quite involved with the fans, but I think now it's like, okay, you know, we're true lifers because we're paying this money to be a part of their world, and they're great.
I don't think you could have started with a better guest. I think everyone has wanted to hear, and we've seen a lot of Kyle over the last couple of weeks, and he obviously is the ultimate guest, but we haven't heard Brooklyn's story. You get him for almost a full half hour on tomorrow's show. Like, you've got the exclusive. That's a massive score.
Thank you, Liam. Oh, it was just such a good chat. And I'll be honest, I was a little bit nervous before I jumped on, and I was doing like some breathing exercise. I'm like, I'm going to fangirl over Brooklyn. But as soon as he came on the screen, my whole body relaxed because he's just such a warm, beautiful energy. And it was just the most incredible chat.
Congratulations, the new host of the Kylecast. It launches nationwide tomorrow. What are you most excited about?
I'm just excited that the fans have somewhere to come to be that freaky super fan. And, you know, we're all the same here. No one's too much of a fan. Like, we're all here together, and we're going to continue to stay together now for forever. Like, we're all besties now forever. No matter what happens, we're in it together.
Congratulations. We cannot wait to hear the first episode. You're the perfect choice for host, and good luck with the Kylecast. It launches tomorrow.
Thank you, Liam.
There's more to come up next.
All right, I'm looking forward to this episode tomorrow. Hey, before we finish up today, I want to let you know that the RCS Academy does help broadcasters build practical skills across Zeta, G-Selector and Acquirer. With self-paced online training and certification, teams can strengthen their knowledge, improve workflows, and get more value from the technology that they use every single day. So whether you're onboarding new staff or developing experienced users, RCS Academy makes professional training simple and accessible. To sign up for RCS Academy, contact RCS today. Now, whatever Liam tells you next, don't believe him.
This is the part of the show where we tell you that today's episode was actually an ad for the podcast dressed up as a teaching moment. But we reckon you already knew that. It was Wade's idea. He made me do it. He was too scared to do it, and so I'm throwing him back under the bus. There goes the 303 to the city. Thank you, Wade. But we hope you've gotten something out of today's show. With the Kylecast, great production. Tick.
Carl Sandilands.
All hail the king.
Carl Sandilands.
You're listening to the Kylecast with Bella Frizzer.
A passionate host. Tick.
You need to know they don't need no scrubs. The R&B 3 is playing to you next. TLC, our anthem for not needing a man back in the day, is playing to you in about 6 minutes from now. You're welcome.
A cracking first guest. Tick, tick, tick.
The way I look at it is that I loved being on the Kyle Jackie show, and I was on it for 12 years and expected it to go for another 9 years, and I would have been there the whole time.
And great audio to keep you informed and engaged. We hope you'll give it a listen, as it is an extension of the quarter hour with our new Kylecast out tomorrow, talking all things King Kyle. It's in your feeds first thing Saturday.